Welcome back to the shit show. We're here, the truck is loaded up, we got the Aprilia in the bed, and we got about probably about 6 hours, because I'm gonna have to stop a couple times. You know, boy's got a small bladder. But we're sitting here in South Florida traffic. But man, we're headed up to the Ceparano Classic. We're not racing, unfortunately, because I'm not gonna be able to stay for Sunday, because I gotta work Monday, and this is quite a drive with all this stuff. So I need to be able to get back and get unpacked and stuff and get ready for work for the week. So no racing for us, unfortunately. My buddies, they would need me to race Sunday if I were, so just the race license school for this video. But we'll do our first race here soon. We're gonna look into that whenever we get back. I'm gonna stop yapping, and I will catch up with you when we get there. All right, we are set up. Used an Allen key to get this bitch on there. So for the race school, we're in orange shirts over the suit, and it's basically like a normal track day. There's a test we take at lunch, and that's about it. So it's gonna be a little bit more chill than I thought it was gonna be, but we're just waiting now. About a 9:20, so I got about an hour. Still need to do pressures. What else? Oh, I had a scare. I lost my Aprilia key, guys. Turns out it was in my tent, like at the base of the bed. It's like somewhere you'd never look. I guess it fell out of my sweatpants pocket this morning when I was waking up and still groggy, but we found it. Oh, I'm still like coming down from the adrenaline of that. I thought I was gonna have to go rent a Jennings 390R or something. So, but let's go check out the boys' bikes. Oh, what's up, Matt?
What up?
Dude. Oh, you got a race box.
I do.
I need to get one of those.
They're nice. Data's always good.
Nice little R1. Damn, what happened here?
She needs some work. Huh?
Where's all these scratches from?
Someone tried to steal it from the last guy. They tried to pull the key off and get rid of the VIN, and they failed in both of those.
So the VIN plate used to be here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I see, okay.
This bike is a bit of a pile.
Wow.
But she's mine and I love her.
No, this thing looks good. Nice, dude. Oh yeah, undersuit, if you like anime titties, Hyper Naked brand, check them out. Send me your website, dude, I'll put it in the thing.
HyperNakedBrand.com.
Oh, there you go. Cool. But it's also self-tech, so any one of these bikes could blow up. No one's looking at them. I know I'm not looking at mine. This is Yeti's SV. He just put this thing together not too long ago. So, but it looks good. I mean, it looks like a pile, but it's an SV, so it's gonna do great. Which Connies are you running, Matt?
Tax Streets.
Okay, that's what I'm running. Cool. That's a 200, right?
Yeah.
200. All right. Well, sweet. I will pick up the camera again when we get out there. It'll be from the 360, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to cobble the footage together. But see you guys in a few. pull up the old format here again and try this out. So, what do you guys think of the new the 360 footage so far? I'm thinking it came out much better than just sticking a GoPro on a tank or like on the front fairing, you know. But let me know what you guys think. You can kind of see, so the camera is shifted a bit here, and so you're gonna hear the sound kind of distorting a bit. And I caught it after it sent me off the track, but we'll talk about that when it happens. But coming down the front straight here, let me just say, man, this bike feels awesome. Like, it really does. I wish I had gotten to ride it more this day. But, you know, it's... When you change suspension on Aprilias, just go ahead and get the UMI bushing protector. But, anyways, here's Yeti. We're going to pass him right after 2. There's no passing in 2 or 12 at Jennings, at least during track days, during races. I'm pretty sure they let you, but it's a little sketchy. Coming through 4, then 5. Let's see, I think this might be mad up here, but we'll find out. That might be the next time I go around. But, anyways, back to the camera distortion. Basically, the motorcycle handlebar mount had worked its way loose from the vibrations. I didn't tighten it enough. And so the camera had rotated back, which had essentially rotated it back onto my hand. And that's going to have a pretty negative effect on me here pretty soon. And you guys will see it. But that's why the sound is a little distorted, because the camera ends up resting on my glove. And it's just, it's kind of a whole mess. But, you know, we're going to run into these types of issues. New camera, basically new bike still. We're still figuring things out. Let's see, I think we were doing, we did pretty good though. We were running like 32s, 33s consistently until later, but again, we'll talk about that. Alright, let's go through 14 here. I think we'll make like one more pass before 1, whoever this person is right here. And, you know, I'm trying a new thing through 1. Somebody told me to try to stay to the inside of that first seam, so that's what I've been kind of doing. I think it made me a little slower, to be honest, but try anything once. This guy in the neon shirt is a coach for the track day. As you can see, we're all wearing those yellow shirts to distinguish us. Yeah, but here, coming up in a second, you're going to see right here. Yep. It almost bucked me off. Grabbed a fistful of brakes, the camera like messed up my reach. So anyways, I'm in the grass. We go for a little safari. You know, running off happens a lot. I wouldn't say more than once or twice in a weekend to me, but you know, there's some people that run off constantly. If you're running off constantly, you're doing something wrong. But in this case, just camera malfunction, and you know, I probably didn't help it by just snatching for brakes. But alright, we're gonna get back on track here. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy for now. I will be back soon, because we did run into a mechanical issue with the bike, which essentially kept me from riding after about lunch. So I don't have any footage really of going in the reverse direction at Jennings, because the latter half of the day they went from being counterclockwise to clockwise, which was super weird. I honestly didn't like it, but besides the point. We get back on track, everything's good for now. And yeah, well, I will catch you guys in a few, and we'll talk a little bit more about what went wrong.
Yeah, damn, I am slow on this fucking bike, dude.
Ah, 32s, brother. Hi, Kate. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me follow Yeti. That's who's in front of me. Just following him for a bit. Seeing what he's doing, having some fun. It's not always about just going as fast as possible. He's on a small bike, I think the KTM 390. Yeah, 390R, so just following him around the track, trying to relax a little bit, but here we're going to pass him. And I don't know if you noticed a little bit before I was talking about how my ATC was going off. Well, it only got worse, and the only thing I can say is when we replaced the suspension on this bike, because we did 4 cartridges, K-Tech and a K-Tech rear shock, it really stiffened the whole bike up for sure, especially over stock. And underneath the gas tank, there is a module. It's like a gyroscopic sensor of some sort, and it controls all the electronics. It's called a UMI. And I guess when you stiffen up these bikes, especially the 2021 and 2022 Aprilia RS660s, that module vibrates a little bit more than it does otherwise, and so when that thing vibrates, it pisses it off, and it sets off, in my case, the ATC alarm. So traction control gets disabled, and the bike essentially goes into limp mode. And if you listen closely, you'll notice it. It hasn't come on yet here, but it will come on. The bike will not rev past 8,000, and it's cutting power up until 8,000, so it's very luggish. But it's still funny, like even when this thing was in limp mode, I was passing people, so it's kind of... I think I was able... Like, I had gotten slower, and I thought when the ATC alarm was coming on that it wasn't... Because I'm not paying attention to the tach, you know? And the bike is pretty similar all the way to Redline. It makes the same power and torque, pretty much. It's a flat curve all the way up there, so... It took me a while to notice it was even in limp mode. I just thought I was being a bitch and going slow. But, yeah, so cuts out at 8,000, there's no power, and my lap times went from like 32s, 33s to 36s, so I lost about 4 seconds there just from the bike being in limp mode. But it's still not here, I can kind of hear it. We're still able to get to Redline. Oh man, when it goes off, it's flat on its face. And it was very frustrating, and I didn't realize or find this out until the end of the day, but it turns out you can fix this kind of one of 2 ways. You can either buy the Gabbro Racing UMI bushing kit, and it's basically a new mount for it, and it protects it from the vibrations. I've ordered one. I have to wait for it to show up. They make them in Italy, so it's being shipped right now. It's probably going to take a couple weeks. Option number 2 is before you go out on the track, you have to disable traction control, like put it all the way to 0. And I didn't know that would fix it, so I didn't do that. I still had it set to, I believe, 3. So, anyways, like, I don't really want to ride the bike without traction control. Like, I like having it. You know, that's kind of the whole point of having a new bike. You got all the electronics and stuff. So that's why we ordered the mount. If I could go back in time, and you can see I'm pitting in here now because it's back into limp mode. See, I'm flooring it there, and you can just hear it. There's just no power there. It's very weak. No revs. Straight to 8K. That's all you got. So I'm coming into this point, and for the rest of the day, I'm tinkering with it, trying to fix it, and just not having a good time with that. So.
My traction control is on.
There it is.
It's putting the bike in
So anyways,
mode.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a lot of fun.
I just
And
like,
stay tuned because we're going to go racing soon. Probably with either Wira or ASR. So we'll see. But
this is the last
anyways,
section in
leave a
the normal
comment,
direction.
like, and subscribe.
Next,
Thank you.
it's going to be reversed.